Windows NT networking divides itself into two different types of networks: workgroups and domains. A workgroup is a logical group of computers and users that share resources. Control of administration, control of those resources, and control of security is distributed throughout the network. In other words, each computer controls its own destiny, and each computer controls the folders that other computers can gain access to, and therefore the files and the printers that each of the other computers can gain access to. There is no centralized administration in a workgroup. In contrast, a domain is a group of network computers that share a centralized directory database of user account information and security for the entire set of computers. In a domain, a client workstation must ask permission from the server in order to come on to the domain. The server will grant the client workstation permission, assuming that the person has a username and password, and then that person will be allowed access to those things that they are permitted to use. So we can use a domain to centrally administer a network. The servers that do the centralized administration are called domain controllers, and the main server that holds the database of information is the primary domain controller. The primary domain controller controls a database of user accounts, group accounts, and computer accounts. This database that the primary domain controller holds is also called the SAM, or Security Accounts Manager database. So we can combine NT servers and NT workstations to create a network of computers in which users can gain access to that information that they're allowed to have, but will not be allowed access to information that they shouldn't be allowed to have. So in summary, in this chapter, we discussed an introduction to Windows NT, which stands for New Technology, and the basic architecture of Windows NT. We also discussed how to install Windows NT, how to maintain it, and how to troubleshoot it. Then we discussed the two versions of Windows NT. Windows NT Workstation, which can be used on a standalone PC or could be used as the operating system on a workstation connected to the network. And Windows NT Server, which can do the same but can also provide a domain environment on a network. In our next section, we'll discuss the latest of the operating systems, Windows 2000, and we'll discuss some additional advantages that Windows 2000 offers us in networking.